Hi, thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. I made a lot of amazing changes going into this cycle and they all paid off. Let's talk about it. If this is your first time here, I am a 46-year-old single woman attempting to get pregnant with the use of assisted reproductive technology. If you've been here before, welcome back. I just want to talk about some of the great things that happened this last cycle. My FSH numbers came in and they were amazing, and I did a lot of exercise, but in addition to exercising, I made some other changes. So I thought I would take you guys out on another walk with me and we can go into a little more detail about all the changes I made. Let's go. Good morning. How are you doing? It is Sunday. It is officially weight loss day 13 for me, and I think you can tell what we're about to get into. Oh yeah. It's rained this morning, so it's a little wet and I'm a little late getting out, but it's stopped now and I've got a hood on my jacket, and you know, I'm a curly haired girl, so I should be okay as long as I don't get soaked. Feels good to get out. Hopefully your week has gone well, and you've seen my last video and you know the good news, and so I'm focused on keeping up all my efforts that I did last cycle, doubling down and making it happen. This is baby cycle. I'm calling it now. I'm claiming it. Okay, so let's get out of the residential area and into the park. Okay, we're in the park. Made it to the top of the stairs. I am winded, but a little less winded than the last time you guys came with me, so it works if you keep doing it. Build up that endurance. And you know, listen, if I'm gonna push a baby out, I'm gonna need a lot of endurance. I was watching Arlette, Chasey Joy, her channel yesterday, and she was talking about childbirth class. And she didn't want the baby to be too big because it's got to come out. And it reminded me of that moment in my pregnancy with Cheyenne when I was like, oh my God, she's got to come out and there's only one way out. Yeah, that's the thing. But the coming out, the hardest part I remember is the pushing. You have to have that endurance, a lot of deep breaths. So I got to get this in now, because her labor was relatively short, 5.5 hours, but I remember at the end I was getting tired. And then after she was born, I got a big adrenaline rush, and that's a whole other story. But yeah, so build up your endurance, ladies. Labor is real. Labor is real. Whew. So we're gonna do a little bit of a different route today. Still gonna walk to the Hudson, but we'll make a left instead of a right. You'll see when we get out there. It's still a gorgeous view, you'll see, but a little bit of a different view. And because it's later in the afternoon, it'll be less people, I believe, on this side. The other side usually fills up with families. Although it's raining, so people probably aren't like posted out there. Maybe some old man fishing. But anyway, let's just mix it up. Do something different, you know? Why not? Okay. Let me tackle these other stairs. I'll be back.
Other side here and get to the water. I don't know if you can see that over there. That's where we're headed.
down. Can you see that? Going down this slope, headed to the water. It's nice out. It's warmer than it was the last time I was out, and warmer than I thought it was. I probably could have taken the lining out of my fleece, but you know, sweat is good for you. So yeah, onward we go down the stairs. I'm trying to make sure I don't fall. Yeah, so I'm excited about this cycle. I just feel good. It's very affirming or reaffirming that all the changes that I put into place have got me to where I wanted to be, and the visualizations and the good food and the yoga and the meditation have all worked as expected. So super stoked about that, and just trying to move forward, keep incorporating it, double down. I think I'll do a separate video about what I did differently this cycle to help lower my FSH, and both, you know, what I took and my mindset that I had to change. So we won't go into it too heavily here, but you guys were a part of the journey. You know that I incorporated more exercise into it, so that's no big secret. Yeah, so just continuing that and getting ready for this new cycle. It's a little weird because they moved my date up, right? They changed the protocol so that now, I think it's cycle day 10. I have to look at it again, but I'll be going in for my scan and for my trigger shot sooner, and then I'll be going in for the IUI sooner. So I don't know if you guys can tell, we're under a bridge. Remember what I showed you where we were going? We're walking underneath that now, so there are cars overhead, which I'm sure you can hear. But we are headed that way. Yeah, to see the water from this side. It's a little narrower here, so you may see some bikes whizzing closely by me. So we're here on the pier. On the other side over there, that's Jersey. If I swing all the way, let me walk forward a little bit. If I swing all the way here, you can kind of see here, that's the George Washington Bridge. So we walked in that direction last time. Now we came the other way. Roads are chilling. And then if we swing back this way, here's Manhattan. And that's the that is the roadway that we crossed under. I can't think of the name of it. If I remember it, I'll put it in the on the screen. But that's where we came from, over there, somewhere around there. So it's nice and calm out here. The birds are kicking up a little bit, and then we've got the roadway over there. It's nice. Very peaceful. So I went to the acupuncturist last week. I went on Wednesday and I had my blood work done on Friday. So I went on Wednesday and I told the acupuncturist that I wanted to try a more natural approach, and she said she could support me in that. She did say she would give me something stronger than what I've been taking now. So she gives me a tincture depending on where I am in my cycle. I get one for the follicular phase and one for the luteal phase. And I take it twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. So she said she would have to give me something stronger. She would send me to a traditional Chinese medicine pharmacy, and I would get it filled there, and they would be in packets and powder, but I would take it instead of the Femera. Now the birds are acting up. There's some guys over there. But I would take that instead of the Femera. So I am still, researching and doing background work on what it would take to do a natural cycle, just because I kind of, got my wig split when the IUI number 3 got postponed. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, and so I don't want that to be my only resort. I don't want to be completely beholden to the RE, and truth be told, I prefer a natural method anyway, so if there's a way to do that. So I'm exploring that. I don't have any firm options yet. And then Tanika TTC was pointing out to me that I could still get scans even if I did an unmedicated cycle. So I'm piecing that all together. Hopefully this is the cycle and I don't have to worry about it. It's all moot, but I do want to have it in the background just so I have it in my back pocket just in case. All right, let's head back. Okay, we are headed back home. So some of the changes that I made this cycle, I went back and looked at my notes. So I keep a journal of all the supplements that I have. I didn't start out with all supplements at once. I slowly introduced them into my system and took notes on what the reaction was, just so I would have a record of it. So I went back and looked at those notes, and one of the things that I had taken out was bee pollen and royal jelly. And when I had been taking that, I responded well, at least on my lab results. My numbers were looking great. And I took it out. Basically, I had read somewhere it's not a natural substance that occurs in the body. And so I think that swayed me to take it out, but I didn't make clear notes on why I took it out, so I'm speculating. But I added that back, and then I also added Vitex. Well, I had Vitex, I switched the Vitex. I had been taking the pill form, the powder form, and I switched it to the tincture, and I started taking that in the morning with my other traditional Chinese medicine, along with my hot water. And so I took that in the morning and I took that in the evening. So those were some of the supplement changes that I made. And then, as you know, I did more exercise, so walking, and more yoga, and a lot more meditation. There is, it's funny, remember when everybody used to say there's an app for that? I feel like when you're TTCing, there's a video for that, right? So I went on YouTube and I found a bunch of visualization videos, and also Tanika TTC had given me a link to some vibrations, so I started listening to those, and I started playing them before I went to sleep. And I definitely feel like there's a calmness that was coming over me as I was taking those. So those were definitely something that I incorporated and that I hope to continue incorporating. All right, so I'm gonna head back now. Here is, can I get it in the shot? There you go. That's where we went last time when we walked to the river. I'm gonna head home through the city because I've got groceries coming and I need to get home and get prepared for that. Here we are with my weight loss BMI reduction update. So the last time we did this, it was January 23rd, and a week later it's January 30th, and this is the weigh-in on that day. So you can see up here, my body fat is down by 1.5%. I am at 148.3 pounds. 31.2% body fat, where I was on the 23rd. I was at 148.9 and 32.7%. So not bad, right? I think that's why it's important to look at the percentage and not just the weight, because if you look at just the weight, 148.9 and 148.3 is only 0.6 pounds. I can definitely feel it in my clothes. The lean muscle increase and the body fat decrease is going well. So we go here. Yeah, I was at 48.7 pounds of fat, and now I am at
46.2. So over 2 pounds of fat lost, right, in that 7-day period from January 23rd to January 30th. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it.
Thank you for joining me on this walk. I hope that you've learned something. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I will respond to them as soon as I see them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you know someone who might find it useful, please remember to share it with them. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and click on the notification bell. You'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. All right, thanks. Bye. Mwah. Baby, that's to you all.